Unfiltered Vigas Vineyard Pinot Noir. Here's a glass in honour of your photo with Bert Williams today. Thank you very much. For those of you who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, this is my great friend Ricky Hill's Pinot Noir 2002, unfiltered, Yarra Valley, and I thought, he lives in America, which is that way. I live in Australia. I haven't seen the bloke for 3 years. He asked me to taste his 2002. So, it comes from a vineyard with a slope facing south. It's got a southeast aspect. The fruit of this vineyard is very dense. It's very heavy, as in not heavy as in yield, but the Pinot comes across Shiraz-like. It's a dense colour, and they're big Pinots, which I don't know if some people like it, some people don't. But anyway, first official vintage of Labyrinth 2002. Here it is in the glass. I opened it at 2 PM today. It's now 8 o'clock in the evening, Saturday night. So it's been open for a fair while, a good 6 hours at least. And first thing I want to say, Rick, is that this wine is ageless, mate. You wouldn't know by looking at it that it's what's that, 02, that it's 9 years old. There's no browning around the edges. The colour's still true. It's still vibrant. It's still strong. And look, it came through unfiltered, through filtration error, which is a blessing in disguise. It's got this earthy note. It's just this pleasant array of almost like forest floor. Savoury fruit, but the fruit's also rich and it's got that fruit sweetness. So it's got a bit of both, best of both worlds. Good fruit, dense. It's got this dense and intensity. It's got the typical white Yarra Valley white spice notes, and it's very prominent. But the fruit sweetness is coming through underneath that earthy sort of component, which is really good. But look, that's the colour there. If you can see it up against my t-shirt, it's a brilliant dense red. Some people would almost mistake this for a Shiraz, and you know that. Typically because you've bought your fruit from Vigas over the last few years. Ageless. Straight off the bat, fruit sweetness. It's a typically dense, from a dense Pinot, so it's going to be your dark sort of red berry fruits. It's got your spices coming through. The oak that you use is brilliant. You use your Francois Ferrer Allier and Tronchet. That's coming through to this toasty, savoury hint. The earthy spiciness is coming through on the bottom. The fruit is dense and juicy. Like, it's really juicy. Now, to the unsuspecting person, you wouldn't think that this wine is 9 years old. So, unfortunately, it's unavailable, but Pinots do age. Don't get this bullshit crap, and this is for the viewers out there, don't get this bullshit crap out there that Pinots are only a 4 or 5 year window. If you find the right one, the good ones will age. Burgundy, God, you don't go cracking them open as soon as you bring them in the door. You put them away, you let them age, they age gracefully. Just like this one here, this is an ager, this is a stayer, this just goes forever. A very big wine for a Pinot, and unfortunately the style these days are, the bigger guys are bringing out their current vintage, you know, straight away. All I see now is Paringa Estate 09, there's some of the Bordelais 09, some of the higher end stuff. What was I looking at today? There's a bunch from the Yarra Valley 09. You know, I still think, don't bring them out young. Bring them out when they're ready. You know, this was brought out in 2004, and it's doing well. Anyway, Chops, again, I really enjoyed that picture. You and Bert Williams. Here's a lamb chop. To everyone else out there, get into the passion like Ricky and I have. He was the guy who got me into winemaking. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing these things. So, thank you very much, and I look forward to catching up here when we do. Cheers.